The Las Vegas Raiders decide to move on from a lot of things, starting off with your boy, the head coach, Dennis Allen, then Jimmy Garoppolo, bringing in the linebacker coach, Antonio Pierce. Okay, guys, so right off the bat, all I can really tell you is that from the looks of it, from this video, I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch it with you guys. But from the looks of it, it seems to me that things, especially for the owner, the Raiders owner's like, you know what, I've had enough of this. But more importantly, the one that really deserves to feel this way is Davante Adams. You get a lot of wide receivers that be divas. You get a lot of players that complain all the time. And some of them have the right to do so. However, though, others don't. So Davante Adams, I'll give him the pass. With that being said, though, I don't want to make this segment too long, but look, you moved on from Derek Carr. A lot of fans, especially across the league, were feeling the type of way with Derek Carr. They're like, hey, it's time to move on from him. And yes, it's true. Derek Carr did struggle with the Raiders, but was it really just Derek Carr? I mean, you can't just put the whole weight on a quarterback unless you're Patrick Mahomes, right? I'm just playing, of course. But in all seriousness, you move on from Derek Carr. He's doing his thing in the New Orleans Saints to Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, Jimmy G, again, those 2 Super Bowl wins he got with the Patriots, he was not starting, okay? And it's pretty evident. Everyone knows that. Tom Brady was starting. At this point of Jimmy Garoppolo's career, it's just about being healthy and, of course, being in his bag. Of course, signing a ridiculous, I think, like a 5-year deal with the Niners, right? Things didn't work out with him. They got Brock Purdy, whatever the situation is. And the reason why it's relevant to me is because the Raiders decide to bring him in. You know, like, hey, how about get a fresh start? And what are the, before we watch this, let's look at the record. Okay, you look at the AFC West. I'm not going to look at other divisions. I'm going to strictly look at the AFC West right now. The Chiefs, no one's going to take over the Chiefs. Until maybe Russell Wilson or Justin Herbert gets things popping, I don't really see anybody beating the Chiefs in terms of that division. The Raiders are in 3rd place, okay? They aren't too bad. They're on a 2-game losing streak, though. 3-5 isn't necessarily the worst, but it's not good. Anyways, Antonio Pierce, let's just go ahead and see what he's about. The caption is all gas, no brakes. So let's just hope that's what the momentum and the mentality is.
It's no brakes, and we going full throttle. Like, that's the only way I know how to attack things. I don't know if you know much about me, but I'm from a small rural town in Florida, country town. You got to work to eat where I'm from.
Right.
And so what I learned about being in a town like
so that, what I notice about Antonio Pierce is that kind of like that Brian Flores type of vibe. Like, hey, you gotta do your thing. He's not like one of those goofy coaches. He's not one of those guys that are outspoken all the time. He seems to me like a very thorough coach. He's gonna want you to do your job. And again, he's a linebacker coach. That's what you expect out of defensive coaches, right?
Communication. There's a commitment, and we're all committed to each other. And when there's conflict, you push through it and you fight.
Absolutely.
We're banded together now.
100%. I could agree to that.
We're gonna make our fans proud. We're attacking this.
So right off the bat, what I will say, Raider fans, is that give your team another opportunity. I mean, it's unfortunate because the Raiders are one of the most loyal fan bases. But I did see this before I end this video. I seen something with your boy Davante Adams, okay? Davante Adams threw like a really big tantrum, and he had every right to do so. And even a new quarterback right here. I think this is a rookie. What's his name? O'Connell. All right, we'll see how he goes. We'll see how he brings in that new aspect, that new throttle type of vibe, right? But what I think that's Matt Crosby, right? Another really good player by Crosby. He's extremely lethal in the pass rush. But Davante, this is the one I wanted to show you guys. Let's check this one out. Let's watch this one and let's see what the mindset of one of the best wide receivers in the NFL is.
It's a really consistent dude, man. I mean, you look at him when we're watching tape, we're watching it from the end zone copy, whether Jimmy or Brian's in there. I mean,
so okay, he did just mention Jimmy. So clearly there's no bad blood with Jimmy. And that's totally normal. That's cool. I hope there isn't bad blood with Jimmy because Jimmy Garoppolo is a type of player where hey, you bring him in, I'm going to do what you guys ask me to do. With that being said, though, I'm not the best accurate quarterback.
And like whether they're handing the ball off or
according to statistics and film,
play pass or whatever, you see him just working on his craft and just always ready for his opportunity. And, that means a lot because it's just been so much up and down and shifting with the quarterback. So having that type of mentality as a young guy, he could obviously sit back there quietly, but
Josh Jacobs.
the way
See, the Raiders got a squad, man.
All the things like that. It's a lot more mature than what I've seen from a first-year quarterback, in my history. In Green Bay, those guys
True.
Great, but
I freak with that response. Shout out to Davante for this very humble response, giving his new starting quarterback
Aiden's just
a very new outlook. Now, look, guys, I can make this video an hour long. I don't want to, but what are your guys' thoughts? Do you feel that the Raiders are going to get this win? Who they play this week? Let me see. I don't know the Raiders' schedule just yet. Matches. Okay, so the Raiders play Thursday. No, wait, hold on. We're not that far into the season. Okay, November 5th, which is in 2 days. They play the Giants. The Giants could be a possible win. Is Tyrod Taylor still playing there? I don't know. Is he injured? I know Daniel Jones is injured too. Could the Raiders beat the Giants? I don't see a reason why they shouldn't. Okay? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much if you made it up to this point. And hey, see you guys on the next one.